Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn back now. We know that there's no room for doubt. No, we can't turn back now. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up tonight. We gonna light it up just like the sunrise. We gonna light it up now.
Well, hello there, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Happy Friday the 13th. You can't see my shirt. Oh, well, maybe I'll have to take this off. It's got little hearts on it. Move my hair. For Valentine's Day. I'm getting in the mood, you know? I mean, it's just Valentine's Day, but hell, I'm getting in the spirit here. We're celebrating all the holidays as much as we can around here. So welcome in, everybody. It's good to see you guys. Happy Friday. Like I said, it is Friday the 13th, and it's the 13th day that Nancy Guthrie's been missing. So it's been a little bit of a ride. I feel like you guys are up so high. I have to fix that. I think it's because of the sign. I don't know, but I don't like it. I want to be up like I want to be up more. Maybe if I put the desk down. There we go. Maybe that helps. I don't know. Probably didn't even do a damn thing. But anyways, that's okay. It is the 13th. It's the 13th. I know, right? Ugh. It's just I mean, I'm not very superstitious. I mean, I would say Friday the 13th is pretty lucky, actually. Nothing, knock on wood, normally happens over here. But you know, if you're new to the channel, though, my name is Tanya, or you Titanium Built. You can call me that if you like. This is the channel Titanium Built, though, and we are a true crime channel. If you appreciate true crime and that's your thing, subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, all the things that we ask you to do in the beginning of the live, because when you do it in the beginning of the live, it just makes it easier. Yeah, I saw where it said Mia. I was like, my dog? I saw that. Yeah, they're doing some stuff out there. Let me actually just say go on X just to keep it up, because I have a bunch of stuff up for us to look at. What's this? Oh, it's like an article. Okay, got it. Oh, well, there's a new Pima County Sheriff's Department. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Okay. So basically, why we're here is because, Nancy Guthrie. And I was before the live was I was actually thinking that Nancy Guthrie, she's probably more known than her daughter is now. Like no, I'm not, and I'm not even exaggerating that because I didn't know who Savannah Guthrie was. Like, I mean, if you would have showed me a picture of Savannah Guthrie and told me her name, I would have said, "Oh, she's probably an anchor somewhere," because she has that look. You know what I mean? Like if someone told me she was in the news, I'd be like, "Yeah, she's probably like an anchor at one of the stations," but I wouldn't know like the Today Show or whatever. But I do believe that her mother she's internationally known now. So she went missing on January the 31st through the February 1st in that time frame. We're not sure exactly. Well, we do know exactly when now, but February 1st from her Tucson home. She was taken against her will. As of right now, yeah, she was taken against her will. The FBI, the Pima County Sheriff's Office are actively investigating with thousands of tips from the public right now. So that's what they're doing. They do have a little bit of evidence. They have blood matching Guthrie's DNA. It was found at the scene. Video footage shows that we saw the masked individual with the black backpack and the black little zip up shirt. But to start off the live, we'll start it off with something that's a little more lighthearted. JLR has 80K in there. I know. I can't believe it. Probably does. Probably does. And welcome in, everybody. Hey, Ladybug. Hey, Princess. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Christy. Hey, Crystal. Welcome in. Hey, Gag Attack. There's my name, too. Hello, Titanium. Hey, Princess. And I didn't highlight your name. Hey, Citizen. Hey, Catherine. Hola, baby girl. Hey, Julie. Hey, Cole. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. Hey, Colleen. Hey, Ari. I love all the new names. I love that. New names, new people. I love that. Hey, Ashley Higgins. There she is. Hey, Kimber Crimes. I like that name too. People come up with you guys come up with the really you guys come up with some good names. Hey, Casey. Welcome in. Yeah, you can ask for a huge favor, of course. Yeah, he's down there. I don't know. Does anyone know if Magnolia's with him? I think he's alone. Wonder why she's not with him. She probably don't go and see him with him. She probably knows. She probably knows better. She's probably like, nope, you hadn't had a pizza delivered and everything else. I'm staying home. I'm staying here. They're not together anymore. Oh, I asked you guys the other night. I wasn't sure. Oh, that sucks. Well, that sucks. I don't know what happened. I mean, but like, I mean, I'm not a big fan of JLR, but like, I was kind of happy he had somebody because he was like all by himself all the time. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just don't like that for anyone to be alone, I don't think he cares. He has a big platform, he's got millions of friends, but I don't know. So today, when I woke up this morning, I'm like, what the hell's going on? There was people doing a drone, but all I heard was there was pool guys showed up. And I'm like, what? Like, who asked them? But and then I thought about it and I was like, oh, they're probably scheduled to come like every week. They probably come on the same day. I don't know. They didn't come last week because we didn't see them. We've been over here for 2 weeks now almost. So it could have been, well, yeah, it could have been. It would have been right before she was kidnapped. So yeah, we wouldn't have seen the first time. But yeah, there's just pool guys just doing pool things. These guys put up a drone so they could watch them. Now, I wouldn't mind going swimming in that pool. I'm not going to lie about that. But like, I wonder why she stayed in this house with it being so big and it needing so much care. I wonder if like it has to do with her husband, I mean, she lost him in 88. She's been in this community ever since. I mean, she's been in here for this community for a long time. But it's just crazy to spend all that money, on things that you're not going to really use. Like, I don't see her using the pool that much. Like 84, maybe putting her feet in for a minute. Like, I don't see her going swimming, doing laps, right? And our kids are grown. Yeah, you know what they should have done, this pool guy? He should have put up his sign. Like, he should have put up his sign for his business. I would have been like, free advertisement. I mean, really, I would have. But he's better than me. But look, I mean, that's a big pool. It's like a little kidney bean pool. I don't know what shape you call that, but everybody in the neighborhood has a pool because it's so hot. Arizona's hot. Yeah, I didn't even think about it being winter, actually. I really didn't think about that. I just thought it's Arizona. No, I just thought it was kind of funny because they just come walking in, they do pool service. And it's like, I don't know. I mean, I guess if they would have found anything of significance, they would have given it to the police. Like, if they would have found like jewelry or something, floating in the two-piece. She might, Ashley. I'd like to do that with her. She could have a really awesome pool party if we could get her back here. Just gotta get her back. So, what was I gonna say? Oh, so I wanted to show you that because I thought that was kind of just, kind of funny to start off the live. But there's been some tensions between, I guess, the FBI and the local sheriff. There's a whole back and we're fighting. No, we're not. We're gonna learn. We're gonna figure it out tonight. But Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos reportedly sent key evidence, physical evidence, which was a glove, which it could have been more evidence, but it was a glove, at least a glove, to a private lab in Florida instead of the FBI's Quantico lab. FBI goes there and helps local police. And they don't do this very often. It's not like this is like, they do this every day. I mean, they do it every day, but you know what I mean? Like, it takes a lot for them to come in and for the sheriff just to, like, I don't know, bypass Quantico and go to this private facility. It was like, what? So at first we're like, huh? So federal officials say that the decision may delay crucial forensic testing. So I'm going to read you the article that remember last night we watched Brian Enton and he said rooters. And I was like, what was he saying? Like, I couldn't understand it. Well, I figured it out today because I was watching something else and they were talking about it. So this is the article that Brian Enton was referencing last night when he said that the sheriff and the FBI were kind of like clashing heads over this, DNA. And I think that it says it was updated 7 hours ago. So we're going to read through it and see what it says. Because I have a couple interviews from Sheriff Nanos that are brand new. Like, he came out and talked. He couldn't hold his mouth shut. He came out. He did like 2 interviews. We'll watch those after we, we'll watch those here soon. Actually, what's this? Put this down here. Okay. But an Arizona sheriff, I wonder if I can wear my glasses. Y'all know me, they're probably dirty. An Arizona sheriff blocking FBI access to key evidence in the investigation into the abduction of U.S. television journalist Savannah Guthrie's mother, impairing its ability to assist in the probe, a U.S. law enforcement official with knowledge of the case told Reuters on Thursday. The FBI asked Pima County Sheriff Chris Nanos for physical evidence in the case, including a glove and DNA from the home of 84-year-old Nancy Guthrie, to be processed at the FBI's National Crime Laboratory in Quantico, Virginia. But Nanos has insisted instead on using a private lab in Florida, the official said. Okay, so first off, that shit should have already been sent out. Like before last night or before yesterday. Like whenever, I know the glove's one thing, but the DNA should have already been out. What are we doing here? Nanos did not respond to requests for comment from Reuters. That's this article. But in an interview with Tucson television station KVOA late on Thursday, he said the FBI agreed with his decision to send newly discovered evidence to the lab, which has worked with his office for years. Okay. The U.S. law enforcement officials said outsourcing forensic analysis to a Florida contractor, effectively denying the access to the Federal Bureau of Investigation to crucial evidence in the case, is delaying the FBI's ability to assist in the case. Nanos denied the allegations, calling them not even close to the truth. In the interview with KVOA, an ABC affiliate, he told the station he discussed the matter with the FBI on Thursday morning. Can we talk to the FBI? Can the FBI tell us? Like, I don't want to hear it from Nanos. Like, no offense to him, but I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. He doesn't seem like he's taken much seriously. Like, this is very serious, and you just said no to one of the best lab in the United States. No, I'll send it down here to Florida private lab, which that private lab could be the best private lab in the world. But it's not Quantico. Like, you shouldn't have just sent it there. I don't understand. You probably would have had it back faster, too. So it says, actually, the FBI just wanted to send the one or two they found by the crime scene. He said, according to, and remember this part, because this is going to change, this information right here. So it says, actually, the FBI just wanted to send the one or two they found by the crime scene. Pieces of DNA they found by the crime scene, I guess. He said, according to KVOA, I said, no, why do that? Let's just send them all to where all the DNA exists, all the profiles and all the markers exist. They agreed, makes sense. Is he patting himself on the back like he actually told the FBI what to do? That guy told, we heard those two talk. We heard him speak in the press conference. We heard Nanos go up and say some stuff, and then we heard the FBI. And I'm sorry, but that FBI guy, he looked like he had some media training because he knew exactly what to say. Like, they probably didn't even know that he had already sent that off to that private lab. And they're getting all of the evidence together, and then that's when they find out. I bet that's what happened. In a daily press update released earlier in the day, the sheriff's department said investigators had recovered several items of evidence, including gloves, adding that all viable evidence is submitted for analysis. The agency did not elaborate. The Pima County Sheriff has primary jurisdiction over the case, and FBI assistance must be officially requested by the county. Otherwise, the FBI is legally precluded from taking part in the investigation. That's true. The official said the county has spent some $200,000 so far to send evidence in the Guthrie case to the Florida lab. Wouldn't you save money having the FBI send it to their own lab? Like, wouldn't that go into like the national spending or something bill? Like, I mean, we're already at trillions in debt. So, what's a couple $100,000 going to do? Because I would think $200,000 to his department would be detrimental. Like, his department's small. I don't see that department being very big. That's a lot of money. It risks further slowing a case that grows more urgent by the minute, the official told Reuters earlier on Thursday, citing unspecified earlier setbacks in the investigation. What were unspecified earlier setbacks? When you opened up the crime scene a day or two after you closed it off, and then you let a reporter walk up on the front porch and take a video, 2 videos actually. And he probably took some photos while he was up there. Hell, he might have did a segment up there. I don't know. And then you put the crime scene tape back up. And then you took it back down. Like, make up your mind. Put it up or put it down. Is it big? I didn't know. I thought it was small. Just sounds small. And he sounds like a small sheriff. People kept calling him Barney. And like on my TikToks, and I was laughing because I was like, he kind of is. Nanos told KOVA that the lab's DNA analysis in the Guthrie case was pro bono. So he spent $200,000 on what if they're doing it pro bono? It says they spent $200,000 so far to send evidence in the Guthrie case to the Florida lab. What, to fly it there? No way, Jose. That didn't cost you $200,000. You have an officer and he takes it. What? And then it says the analysis in the Guthrie case is done pro bono. Like, make up your mind. The U.S. official also criticized the sheriff for not seeking FBI assistance in the investigation sooner. When did he call him in? I thought he called him in pretty quick. It's clear the fastest path to answers is leveraging federal resources and technology. Anything less only prolongs the Guthrie's family's grief and the community's wait for justice, the official said. Signs of friction between the FBI and the Sheriff's Department emerged as the search for Nancy Guthrie stretched into its 12th day as investigators intensified their search for clues in the presumed kidnapping for ransom. Nancy Guthrie was last seen January 30th when family dropped her off at home following an evening dinner with them, and relatives reported her missing the following day. The sheriff has said that Elder Guthrie, we're calling Miss Guthrie, had extremely limited mobility and could not have wandered off far from home unassisted, leading investigators to conclude early on that she had been abducted by force. Well, the blood outside, the camera missing, that didn't go in your head. I don't even know if they knew the camera was missing before Brian went up there or the blood was there. I'm not even going to give them that. I don't even know. They could have saw Brian's video and been like, holy crap, we missed that. And then because they came right back right after that with the crime scene tape. Put it right back up. Hey, Tracy. Yeah, they probably did. Because this case could bring them a lot of money. I mean, it could. So at least 2 purported, which is now 3. We'll go. We'll don't worry. We'll
Nancy Tengler of Laffer Tengler Investments.
Whoopsie. Didn't I tell you I was going to wake up today and there was going to be another ransom note? Well, there is. So it says here, though, at least 2 purported ransom notes have surfaced. Both of them delivered initially to news outlets. We know all this stuff. Setting two-time deadlines that have passed, but no proof of life is known to have surfaced following her abduction. Savannah Guthrie, 54, co-anchor of the popular NBC News morning show Today, has posted several video messages with her brother and sister appealing to their mother's captors for her return, pleading for the public's help in solving the case and even asserting a willingness to meet ransom demands. And then it says a major break in the case on Wednesday. Authorities released video footage captured from the doorbell camera at Nancy Guthrie's home near Tucson, showing an armed prowler in a ski mask and gloves trying to disable the camera. Well, he did. The video was taken at about the time that Guthrie is believed to have been taken from her residence by force. And I want to know what he did there for 41 minutes. Like, eat dinner? I mean, like, literally, what do you do for 40 minutes? I don't want to know. I don't want to know. I hope she's just giving him a hard time. So then investigators were likely seeking to bring facial recognition analysis to bear on the video to produce a composite image of the suspect that they can run against a national database that includes all U.S. drivers with real ID licenses, according to a former FBI agent. What the fudge? They have that capability now? Man, it's been a while since I've been in school. Facial recognition. And then if you have an ID and in the United States, it can that's some CSI freaking Miami shit right there. It's crazy. Thank you, Julie, for the $10. I appreciate that. Thank you. I didn't even see it on this side. Oh, it's because I'm on the other screen. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I hope he's changed. He did when he was with Magnolia. He was doing good. I wonder how she's doing. Oh man, that sucks. I feel bad for him. For both of them. Breakups are hard. I'm just glad nobody messed with them because I didn't even hear about it. So this is law enforcement officials said on Thursday that a black latex glove, oh, it was a latex glove, found discarded on a roadside was recovered and undergoing forensic examination. Now that's kind of promising that it's latex. It's not like it's a worker's glove, like a gardening glove, a regular glove, a leather glove. I don't know. The FBI on Thursday doubled the reward offered for information leading on to the location of Nancy Guthrie or arrest and conviction of a suspect in her abduction to $100,000. Now, all of the other rewards, when it said 50,000, it said up to 50,000. This one doesn't say that. It says 200,000. So I don't know. Maybe, maybe not. Don't you do it, Ladybug. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding with you. I'm just kidding. No, he was doing good when he got with Magnolia. I hope he's doing okay. Just because that sucks. So that's a little bit with the stuff with the FBI and the sheriff, but I have a lot more because we've got interviews. But before we get to that, we have a third ransom demand. Like, what? Like, really? New money demand. When was this posted? 4:22 p.m. Wait, right here at 11 or 1:11 p.m. I wonder when they got it. Probably 8 o'clock in the morning again, I would say. Another 8 o'clock. I'm sure it was 8 o'clock in the morning, Pacific time, fresh, bright, and bushy-tailed, ready to put his letter, email him. Do you guys remember him saying that he wasn't going to do this anymore? He wasn't going to email anymore. He said in his last email, he is done emailing after this. I like this setup better. Sorry. Apparently he's not done emailing because he emailed again. They received a third email from the man who claims to know the identity of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper. Now, I swear to God, dude, if you're listening to this, which you're probably not, but if you are, give the name. Give up the freaking name. Like, I cannot believe that there is a man out there. A woman too, but a man. Men, I don't know. I feel like they're supposed to protect women. And you're just allowing, if you do know anything, which I doubt these are even for real. I doubt these are even real. Because the FBI hasn't come out and said anything about these like being real. I feel like so like to be on the lookout for this or that, you know what I mean? Like something in these emails giving us a clue to look for. I don't know. I just feel like they would do something. Maybe they wouldn't. But I don't know. I'm beginning to think that they're just fake. Hey, Mama Bear, welcome in. You don't think it's a man? He says he's a man. Yeah, he says he's a man. The email says he's contacting TMZ because he doesn't trust law enforcement. He's essentially using TMZ as an intermediary, telling authorities, you don't trust me, and I don't trust you. Okay. Well, I mean, that could be true. Maybe he's somebody that gets in trouble a lot. I don't know. He suggests the reward being doubled to $100,000 was a move designed to discredit me. What is this case come to? We're looking for this guy. We don't know who he is, but we got this other guy saying, I know who he is. I want a Bitcoin. Then they put the reward at $100,000, and instead of him just shutting his mouth and then just going over and telling the cops, hey, I want to be anonymous, but I know his name. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. He could have played it off. He could have got some money out of it. He could have got more than Bitcoin. But now he's just going to be emailing TMZ's tip line for the rest of his life. So now he wants that $100,000 FBI reward. And here's how. He's got a plan. He's a guy, he's a man with a plan. Okay? He's got a plan. He's asking for a fraction of the Bitcoin. Okay? I can't take this part seriously. I can't. What? So you don't have to give, the whole 100,000 to me now. Okay? I know times are tough. He's just asking for a fraction of the Bitcoin worth 50,000. So I guess you would buy the Bitcoin and then you would give him $50,000 worth of it. Why wouldn't you just give him $50,000 in money? I don't understand. And in return, he will give up the information. And then he expects another 50,000 in Bitcoin. He promises not to withdraw the first 50K until the kidnapper is arrested. Well, then why can't you just wait until the kidnapper's arrested and then we give you the whole Bitcoin, the whole 100,000? We'll go, you give them the name, they go arrest him same day, and then you get your money. After he's convicted, of course. Yeah, you would have to cash it out. Vincent would know this immediately. I wish he was here, but because he's been doing Bitcoin since 2012, 2013 or something. That's what he talks about a lot. And it says, there's another important change. He says that when he gives the initial payment, he'll give up the name of the main individual. Says, referring to the main individual clearly suggests there are accomplices. So he promises to give up the kidnapper. And then I guess there's a mastermind or something. Main individual. Someone asked if this was the cartel, and no, it's not. No, actually, I would think that Bitcoin's easier to trace than actual money. I think they don't do it because they're afraid of die packs in the money, which I would be too. Tracers in the money, they'll drop tracers in there, little, they're probably smaller than even the air tags are. Yeah, right. Name first. And just sit your ass over there in the corner and we'll get you your reward here in a minute or something. You know what I mean? Sit down, shut up. We want her back. What kind of person? I could never. There's not an amount of money. There is not a property. There is not nothing on this earth. Other than maybe, if it was something crazy with Vincent. But you know what I mean? No, there's nothing on this earth that would have me hold someone's name hostage in an investigation, especially this big. Especially an 84-year-old woman that needs medication. They have to have gotten her medication. I don't know if they were smart enough or one or whoever was smart enough to say, take so many of your pills, so many days worth, even though the FBI will count that. But still, I just hope she's okay. It's just insanity to me. So the investigators are actually, let me read this, or let me play this video for you because they talk about the letter. And if you guys don't mind, will you hit the like button for me? Thank you so much.
TMZ has obtained a third email from the man who claims he knows the identity and the location of Nancy Guthrie's kidnapper, and he has now upped his demand. We know it is the same person who wrote the other two notes because the Bitcoin address is identical. So he says that he is going through TMZ because he does not trust law enforcement. He's essentially saying, you don't trust me and I don't trust you. What he is suggesting is by the FBI upping the reward to $100,000, it was designed to discredit him. He says, quote, to discredit me. So what he is saying is he now wants the following. He wants one fraction of a Bitcoin worth $50,000. And for that, he says he will give up the name and location of the kidnapper. He says he will not cash that until the kidnapper is actually arrested, and then he expects the second Bitcoin fraction, another 50,000. So he wants the $100,000 reward, he says, but he wants it in this form and not simply coming forward to authorities.
He wants it in payments.
He has a variety of reasons on why he doesn't want to come forward to authorities. One of which is interesting. He says it's because that it could
Okay, look how long the letter is. If it's that many pages,
compromise his possible freedom. Now, we don't know what that means. Does that mean that he is peripherally associated with this kidnapper? He does not explain what that means, but he says it in this email. Now, there's something really important here that he says that when he gets the initial payment, and this is a quote, he will give up, quote, the name of the main individual, the main individual. So clearly he is suggesting, and he did insinuate this before, but he is saying it squarely here. The main individual, that means if this is legit,
we're just supposed to believe him.
He has accomplices. So,
but we only saw the one guy on the porch. I mean, I'm not saying there's not accomplices at all. I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying, like, is this guy some guy that's just sitting down in his mama's basement writing emails at 4 o'clock in the morning and sending them 8 a.m. Pacific time?
He does refer
to TMZ. Of all places, TMZ. I mean, I don't know. I guess they would get it out quick. I mean,
to the current state of Nancy Guthrie. We are not going to get into what that is. We have forwarded this on to the FBI.
Why not Fox? Fox has not ran any single thing different than Nancy Guthrie coverage 24/7 since she disappeared. Or CNN. Nancy Guthrie. 24/7 coverage. They decide TMZ. Does TMZ even have like an actual state, like a streaming? Do they stream anywhere? Like other than YouTube? Do they stream to like Hulu or any of the streaming platforms? I don't ever watch TV. I'm sorry. I don't know. I know that there's like Roku and stuff. We have Roku, I think. We had Spectrum, but we don't have it anymore. It's just crazy to me.
They asked for it, and we gave it to them. We received this email just before noon Pacific time, Friday, today. So, again, the third email, he says this time, this is it, that it's his final time to approach anybody. The third time is it. Now, remember, he said that last time, too, but he says he's coming forward now because of the increase in the ransom reward. And we will see. The authorities are looking at this, I guess, to determine if it's legitimate. We have checked this Bitcoin address, and so far, no deposit has been made.
Well, he should make a deposit. Harvey, be the hero, man. Be the hero. Put the Bitcoin money in there. Put the first 50,000. It's not even a whole Bitcoin. You and your partner there, the guy with the dreads, go together. Charles. That's his name, Charles. You and Charles go half and half. Y'all are rich. I don't care what you say. Y'all have money. You've been on this show for the last 50 years. Me too. That's why we stopped cable. We were just like, it's bad. Spectrum is terrible. Okay. Where was I at? Oh, the sheriff's office. So there's a sheriff's message to the suspect. Law enforcement says whoever's responsible should be very afraid. Well, we've got the latest from the PCSD. This is February 13th. This came out at 6:27 p.m. And this is Mary Coleman. She works for KOLD News. So shout out to the people on X too. So it says, good afternoon, media partners investigation, the Pima County Sheriff's Department and the FBI continue to work jointly on this case. Our strong partnership is critical, and we remain fully committed to this collaborative investigation to ensure consistency and streamlined testing. Evidence requiring forensic analysis is being sent to the same out-of-state lab that has been utilized since the beginning of this case. This decision was discussed with and agreed upon by local FBI leadership. The evidence that they have. Several gloves have been located during the investigation. That's so freaking weird to me. The closest gloves that were found approximately 2 miles from the home. Reports that a glove was found inside the residence or on the property are inaccurate. No glove inside the house or outside the house, they're saying. All collected evidence has been submitted for laboratory analysis. DNA other than Nancy Guthrie's and those in close contact to her has been collected from the property. What? It says DNA other than Nancy Guthrie's and those in close contact to her. So they found DNA in that house. That's not Nancy's, it's not her kids, and it's not anybody that's normally all up in that house. But they don't know whose it is yet. It says investigators are working to identify who it belongs to. We need that IGG, CC. We are not disclosing where that DNA was located. To me, that says it all. To me, that says it all. It's probably in her room, in her bedroom, maybe. I don't know. Or on her front door. But I'm going to say maybe somewhere closer to her in proximity, like her bedroom door, her bed, like her backboard or something. You know, I don't know. Just somewhere in proximity to her. Because they're not telling us. Or they would say, like, we found DNA, but it was over by the fridge. I don't know. I feel like they would. Maybe not. So they have leads here, it says. Investigators continue to follow up on all leads. The suspect description released by the FBI this week remains a key focus. However, investigators are not ruling out any individuals or possibilities. So they're not ruling out anybody or possibilities. No suspect vehicles have been identified. We ask the public to continue submitting actionable tips. All submitted videos are being reviewed. Please don't send a video in if it's not if it's not in the area. You know, if you're sending in a video from Pennsylvania or something stupid, don't. They're literally looking at every second of every video. So video request, PCSD will send an additional message to surveillance camera users in the Guthrie neighborhood via the Neighbors app this afternoon. I tried to get up on that Neighbors app and I could not with her address. I don't know. I'm going to keep on looking at it. Investigators are requesting video from January 1st, 2026 through February 2nd, 2026, including any suspicious activity involving people or vehicles. Pool service. At the request of the Guthrie family, routine pool maintenance was conducted at the residence today. At the request of the Guthrie family? Like, did they call and ask them to do that? Maybe. Get mom's pool clean. You know, she loves to look outside at her pool. You know, we want to make sure it's clean when she comes home. Could be something like that. Media briefings. There are currently, okay, this is like a freaking broken record. There are currently no press briefings scheduled. The sheriff has granted a limited number of one-on-one interviews today and will not schedule additional interviews through the weekend. We understand media interest is high. However, due to time constraints, not all requests can be accommodated. You get a media person, just media. We encourage outlets to coordinate with their local affiliates when possible. You're telling us YouTubers to go to the local affiliates? Oh, they're going to be mad. They're going to be mad at us. Yeah, I didn't take her meds. But I wonder if they took a little bit of them. I know, that's what I wanted to. That's, Julie, I thought the same thing, yeah. Like, what if they did do something to her inside the house and then they're like, shit, what do we do? Or maybe one or two or three, or I don't know how many people are involved, but you know, like they could be, they could have done that. They could have done that. I mean, there's nothing off the table, right? I mean, and that's sad because I would like to be able to mark a couple things off, but we can't mark anything off. Why the hell is Stewie? I don't even want to know. But so the FBI has doubled the reward to $100,000. They released an updated suspect description, a male roughly 5'9" to 5'10", average build with black backpack seen on the doorbell footage. So there is a couple of videos that I was going to show you guys that from Sheriff Nanos. This one, it says it's just a snippet, but let me see. It just says it's a snippet of their interview. So, and they'll share the full interview tonight, but it's 5 minutes. So, I mean, how long did he freaking talk for? You know, like it's 5 minutes and 37 seconds. Well, like you give this guy a microphone. I bet he's great at karaoke. I bet he loves karaoke. Okay, Sheriff Nanos, there he goes. Did he vote? He got voted.
Who has the lead? We have the lead. We being the FBI and the Pima County Sheriff's Department. This is a joint operation. I said that.
Everybody, no, there's always a lead. Someone's always got to answer to someone else. Sorry, that's the wrong answer.
From the very first day we got here, there was some clamor about, oh, the sheriff should have called the FBI sooner. We got done with that scene probably around 7, 8 o'clock that morning. Yeah. By 9 o'clock, the FBI had been talking with us, and we gave them, we asked their assistance for some digital analysis to be done on some equipment there. We know their capabilities. They're stronger than ours. But in the same sense, we took all the other evidence, biological evidence, maybe DNA, maybe fingerprints, whatever. We took that and sent it to our lab.
Okay, when he says it like that, I kind of can understand. I can kind of understand that. Like, I would do that, I guess. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to lie about that. Because think about it. You got the FBI coming in. Maybe you don't want to ask them, like, oh, do we give you all of our evidence? Do you know what I mean? Like, do you take all of it? Or do we... Maybe he was a kind of a nervous, too. Like, he was like, like, I'll just take my evidence over here like we normally do. I can understand that a little bit more now. Just a little bit. I can understand that a little bit. I mean, I wish he would have used all the resource. I wish he would have known. Maybe he didn't know. We'll give him that. I mean, I know that when the FBI comes in, they take all your stuff and use your labs, but I'm not the sheriff there. Maybe I need to be the sheriff in Pima County. Vote me in.
There was no issue about
I look great in green.
Whose lab is better? That was never the case. Or cost. This penny, you're not putting a penny on this. We will do whatever we have to, but to the credit of our corporation partners, so many of them, including our lab, have said, Sheriff, whatever you need, pro bono. So I don't know where all that came from, and I don't care. But what I do care about is we have a relationship to maintain with our partners, all of our law enforcement partners. I think this community knows I stood up our Pima Regional Critical Incident Team. We now know that it doesn't just handle officer-involved shootings. It handles critical incidents. And we also include our federal partners, Border Patrol, FBI, DEA. We've always worked well with those teams, and we continue to. The Gabby Gifford shooting is something I headed up. This isn't like new to us. We if there's evidence to find, to go out and look for, a deputy and an FBI agent goes and looks. If there's a lead to follow up on or an interview to conduct, an FBI agent and a deputy go handle that. We have over 3,000 leads between the two agencies. That's a big task, and no lead is going to be dismissed. None. We will look at all of them. But with that, we have 400 different cops out on the street right now, 24/7.
He did more interviews than I've seen any sheriff ever do in my whole life. I think altogether. Altogether.
And I can't stress hard enough. These young men and women are working their tails off to find Nancy. That's the focus that needs to be there. I can't worry about the distractions and people, the haters are going to hate. People will come out from previous elections and say what they say. That's okay. We have elections. That's a good thing. But this isn't about that. This is about someone's life is at risk. We need to be out looking for her. And so we are, and we've done quite a bit. We've got some great leads because of the media, the help from the media, and because of our community, the calls in. Like I say, that little video, that went out of the man at the front door, that guy, that's who we're looking for. Somebody out there knows him. Somebody out there knows him. We need to know who that is.
The delay in these news conferences, why? You were doing them more frequently.
No, so let me stop you there. So 9 o'clock on Monday morning, they have just finished their processing the scenes and briefed me. And now I get phone calls from the media. The local media knows. You all know.
9 o'clock in the morning. She wasn't reported missing until 11 or 12. So is he talking about like the next morning? I guess they could have been there overnight.
No, you could call me and I'll sit down with you anytime. So I'm starting to see some national media calling. I said, well, we'll treat it like we do the local media.
That would be a long time to be at a crime scene, actually. From 12 o'clock noon, you step on the property, I guess if you're looking for, I don't know, and then until all the way until 9 o'clock the next morning? Does that seem like an awful long time? Seems like it.
I know that now our PIO email has 400 national media outlets on there. I went from like 9 o'clock the first day, Monday morning, to good 9, 10 o'clock Monday night, trying to interview everybody.
I'm thinking the same day of the crime. That's what I was there. Like, you know what I mean? That morning after, I'm like, what? But I don't think he was even probably on scene for that. He wasn't, because he was saying in some of the press conferences in the beginning, I don't know that. Monday morning quarterback crap. You know what I mean? And it was like, I would know everything if I was the sheriff. I would know all the cases. I would. I would.
I can't do that. That's not productive. So we thought, okay, we'll hold a press conference tomorrow morning, Tuesday. We didn't have a whole lot to talk about. It wasn't like the sheriff was trying to hide stuff. What it is the sheriff's being asked questions about things that either one, I don't want you to know too much about because I don't know what my investigative team knows about that information.
He doesn't know what his investigative team knows about that information. Are you freaking kidding me? I'm sorry, but if I was the sheriff and this case was in my lap, I would know every nook and cranny of this case. Every single morning, I would be debriefed on every single thing that happened the night before when I was sleeping, if I was sleeping, and if I wasn't out there doing the work myself.
I need a chance to sit with them and debrief with them. So we don't.
Why didn't you do that before you go to the press conference? Easy peasy, lemon squeezy.
Allowed the questions. It was chaotic. I'll take that. That's on me.
No, they were good questions.
But we scheduled another press conference after hearing all those questions, mainly about timelines and evidence. Okay, 2 days later, Thursday. So we're day 2 or 3, we have a press conference. I hope it went a little bit more orderly. We answered a lot of questions, and what they were told is exactly what's happened now. We're not doing press conferences anymore unless there's a reason to have a press conference. We don't need press conferences just because we want to have a press conference. We need information that's out there to the public that is critical. And so we've used you. That video we got, somebody said, oh, they've held that video, those pictures for days. We held that video for less than 2 hours. It came in, and the FBI and us both sat there and said, we need this out there. This is our guy. Yeah. So nothing's being held back. There's no, the FBI's being blocked. I don't make those decisions. We discuss them.
I think, Julie, it's something so stupid as this. See where, like, you didn't put like a, you just forgot to hit the space bar in between the period. Nightbot makes it, and he thinks it's a link. And then he calls you out by name like this. Yeah, he calls you out by name. He used to call Cheryl out every night. Oh, I didn't see that. Well, he did another interview. You thought that was the only one I had for you guys tonight. You're wrong. He talks again. Full interview.
But what if we?
Wow. Did you hear that? I have the window open and then like someone just skid. Okay. Thank you guys all for being here. If you're just now joining us, we're going over some video of, the sheriff. Sheriff Nanos is back out on the scene. He's only doing a couple interviews, just a couple to clear his name, because somebody said that him and the FBI weren't playing nice together, which I don't think they are. I don't think they are. But so since we said something, he had to come out. Now this is crazy to me. Every time we say something, is he going to come out and be like, I didn't do that? He might.
I'm going to ask you just a slew of different questions within the case, starting with, have you been able to clear any of the Guthrie family members?
I love her. Well, right to it.
I put it like this. Everybody, particularly the Guthrie family, but everybody has been very cooperative with us. We've done a number of interviews and investigations and taken DNA swabs from a number of different people. They've all cooperated with us. And we look at what their stories are and we go, okay, the Rio Rico case, perfect example. That young man, we got our search warrant, went search his house, and he talked to us. We thought, okay, makes sense. And we left. But is he clear? Well, no, we don't know that. We don't think there was anything else to get from him at that time. But what if we end up, because all that evidence was taken and submitted for DNA, what if that DNA at that search warrant scene shows that Nancy was there? It's not clear. So the family, I'm going to say this real careful. They are under tremendous pressure and tremendous grief. And I think it's really irresponsible for anyone to start pointing fingers that way. They have been nothing but cooperative with us.
But I think cooperative and cleared are two different things.
I know, but the evidence will take us there if that's the case. Right now, we are working close with that family, and yeah, our hearts go out to them.
So they are not cleared as of now.
Nobody's cleared.
Nobody's cleared. Okay. I know there's still a lot of investigative efforts going on at Nancy Guthrie's home, at Annie Guthrie's home, and around southern Arizona. My question for Nancy Guthrie's home is, if there are continued investigative efforts, why is there no crime scene tape up?
So I don't know where this started, but let's go back to the beginning. Mm-hmm. Our team gets a call. We're looking for search and rescue efforts. Shortly around 2 o'clock, I get a call. I said, we need to turn this up. This could be a homicide, could be a kidnapping. And so we go that direction. They work it. I was out there till probably around midnight or 1 o'clock and went home. And when I'm out there, I'm not in the scene. People report that. That's not my role. I'm there to ask, what do you need? What does my team need to get? What resources can we get to accomplish?
Okay, so that's your role, but you decided that this was a crime scene. This was a murder or a kidnapping. Like this was something more. But you're not there to do you just said you weren't there to do any of that stuff. Like he contradicts himself every time he speaks.
And we move on. They were out there probably till 7, 8 o'clock that morning. That's a Monday morning. I now start getting calls and I field all the media, but I realize that the national media is getting involved, and it's like I'm there on the phone in front of cameras like this from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. I can't do that all day and still get this job done. And I think we tried to have a press conference the next morning. It was a little chaotic. I'll take that hit. But nevertheless, we held another press conference 2 days later. I think it went a lot better because we knew what you were looking for in terms of evidence and timelines. But that morning, Monday morning,
the FBI,
they're always saying the sheriff didn't get the FBI involved early on. The FBI was involved Monday morning. Within hours of that, we knew that, hey, we have some physical evidence here that needs to go to the lab. But we also knew we had some physical evidence here that the FBI has experts that are better at analyzing that, and we gave it to them. How do we know that? Because we've worked with the FBI for decades. I have department members assigned to that office and have for years.
Okay, so what do you do in every other case? Do you send the DNA, or do you normally just do your own thing with all that stuff, or is this something new?
That relationship is critical, not just to the FBI or the Pima County Sheriff's Department, but to this community.
But why not secure the scene now? I mean, as you guys continue on, why not secure it better? I mean, we had a guy deliver pizza up at the front door.
Because we were processed the scene. We were done with the scene. The FBI.
He's getting mad because we were done with the scene. Okay, in Idaho, ding ding ding. Hello, Idaho 4 case. It was $600 a day for that guy to sit out there, all up in that air conditioned and heating booth, probably playing Bubble Breaker for his 12-hour shift. They made it work. I think you could get a guy to sit in an air conditioning trailer and just look over the place. I'll do it. I'll do it for half the price. I'll do it for $505 for the plane ticket there. Then I'll do it for $300 an hour. Nobody will come near it. No JLR, no Dolly, no nobody. No one will come near the house. No pizza man, no Amazon delivery. None of that.
Guy, when you saw them come back, that was that.
Oh, and it'll be taped off.
That would be a normal situation. They come in, say, "Hey,
and the doors will be taped
looking
off.
At this electronic stuff. Can we go see the house?" Absolutely. And so they go back. There's no evidence gathered there. It's like yesterday. They were there at the scene doing what? Taking measurements.
Get
or
evidence.
That video we have of that individual, that's critical to us.
So are they not taking new evidence, not seizing new evidence from the home right now?
I'm sorry?
Are they not collecting new evidence right now? When you say that part's done, they're just taking measurements. Are they not taking any more evidence?
I guess you have to we have to.
Who is she? Who is she? I love her. I love her. I love her. Thank you, Sam, for gifting a membership. Thank you so much. Thank you. Julie got it. Look at that. Look at that. That's awesome. I love when people in the chat get it.
Understand what you're speaking of evidence. Are they gathering pieces of evidence off there and taking it in? No. What they're doing is they're doing some analysis of the evidence we gathered to see what can fit.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not evidence you gathered. It was probably the FBI that got into those cameras that got that evidence of that guy on the porch. I'm pretty sure that wasn't just a sheriff at your sheriff's department that did that. I'm pretty sure that was probably the FBI. So the FBI did that. And then the FBI went back and measured so that they could see approximately how tall he was. So that was evidence, gathering evidence.
Obviously, it's no secret to you. There's been a lot of talk about tension between your department and the FBI and the controversial where the DNA is being.
She was on another case that we covered. I can't remember which one, though.
Being tested, where the evidence is being tested. Can you just clarify the order here? And did the FBI want to test something at their lab, which is typically known to be the pristine lab? And did you say no?
So their lab is a great lab. We've used them before. They've solved cases. Our lab is a good lab, too. We've used this lab for 40 years. So it's not like, oh, whose lab is better? They're both very capable labs. What happens is in these kinds of situations, we make a decision. We sit down at the table and talk. Investigators make, the sheriff doesn't make that decision. Investigators sit down and talk about it. What's the best strategy here? What happens is we had submitted our lab our DNA to a lab for analysis. The FBI took the camera images and did that. When those camera images came back, what happens? FBI shares them with us. Right. When our lab reports come back, we share them. We now have a glove we found. Somebody found it. Not at the house. Somebody reported that. It's 2 miles away. But we're not going to disregard that. That'd be silly. So we go gather that glove and we take it. And the FBI says, well, we can.
Oh, JLR. Okay. Let me see what he's looking at, and then I'll. Did you see? Oh, he's just sitting in the rain. So did he actually see police? Because all I'm seeing is him behind a car in the rain. Okay, I'll wait till we hear it from another source. I just, just need to hear it from another source. I'm on. What about Brian Enton? Do you think he probably know by now? I would say he would. Oh, look at him flying down the road. What the hell is he doing 16 minutes ago? Okay. Those are all from 7 hours ago. I'm looking like per now. He was on here 16 minutes ago. Let's see what he's saying. He's saying something about like it was like a staging scene, a staging house or something. I don't know.
Brian, okay, so last time I saw you, we were talking about whether or not a SWAT team has been mobilized, if they're staging. What are you seeing on the ground right now?
Yeah, so they have been mobilized, Jesse, and they are staging, and we don't know what that means. It could mean absolutely nothing. I was telling Chris that earlier. I mean, they've staged other nights, and we don't know if it means they're just getting ready about the possibility of something that may happen tonight and they just want to be ready, or if something is actually planned. We don't know, Jesse, but we're keeping an eye on it.
Okay, and by the way, you and I were live the other night. We saw activity. I don't know if we're going to see the same thing happen again where somebody was detained and then released, but again, we're going to be live and see what happens. Before I let you go, and Brian, I want you to drive carefully. Not only are you doing this, but you also got the windshield wipers going. So I want you to drive carefully, but I just need to clarify something. When they say they recovered DNA, is it that they recovered it day one of the search and we're only now learning about it today? Or did they recover it recently, which makes me wonder why, because I thought the initial report was they didn't find any forensic material linking back to anybody when they did an initial search.
Yeah, it's a really good question. And we know the FBI went back and did that second search days later. I don't know which search they did where the DNA came from, but to me, it is a bombshell that they found DNA that is not Nancy Guthrie's and is not anyone connected to her. That
Right.
could very well be the suspect's DNA. And to me, that's the second biggest development.
It could be, or it could be like that second pool guy or something stupid. You know what I mean? No, and I agree. Keep grinding up.
Since this whole thing started. First, we had the surveillance pictures, which were huge, and then we had the this DNA that was collected, which could really be a bombshell, Jesse.
Yep, absolutely. Okay.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. I mean, let me see. It's just sitting in the rain. It's raining there. Probably need it. He's got a lot of people in his chat. What are you saying? He's talking about multiple locations. I don't know what he's talking about. We'd be better off on the scanner. But no, he did. And I can't, I just want someone else to say it, just because in Idaho 4 case, before Brian Koberger was arrested, he went out and said some guy named Chris, and I forget the other name. And I was live, and I had just become a creator. Well, I had known better. I should have known better because I was a creator since September. This was December. But I went with it. I was like, oh, JLR said it. I didn't know JLR that well. And so I was like, I think they arrested the people. And then I had to go back and retract it. And I've never, ever, ever, I've not done it since. I'm not nice. I don't know. I just like to see things, you know what I mean? I don't know. Like from the police or something like that. Just because, even though he could be right behind him. Hell, he could even be seeing him getting arrested and screaming the name. I don't know how he would know the name. How would he know their name? He wouldn't be able to look it up that fast. I mean, I don't know how you would look up someone's name really by their address. This ain't like you got a phone book anymore. I mean, if you think about it, the phone book was a crazy thing. I'm going to keep my eye out on Brian's page because Brian's usually on it. He's usually he's flying somewhere. He's going somewhere. So we'll go back over here. We'll listen to him for another couple of minutes, and then we'll keep our eye out on that too.
Thank you, Kathy. I said, why would we do that? We have a lab that has all the markers, right? You have the family members markers, you have the landscaper, pool people, all those people, and they're at our lab. And we also have other evidence there. We had evidence from the Rio Rico search warrant scene. It's submitted there.
You did tell me last week, though, that your lab was down, and that's why you'd sent it to Phoenix. Last week, though, you did tell me at one point that the Tucson DNA testing lab was down, and that's why you sent it to Phoenix. Is that back up and running?
I don't recall ever saying the lab was down. I don't know what you're talking about.
You did.
You said that in our interview last week, I believe on Tuesday.
Maybe I was confused with something else, but that DNA lab's never been down.
I remember him saying that.
Maybe it was the rapid DNA in Tucson. You said that's why you set stuff up to Phoenix.
Yes, gotcha. Yes, the rapid DNA test is not a test that you can use in court, but it gets us quickly at a result to say, hey, we might have something here. That was down, so we went to DPS. Yes.
Is it back up and running now in Tucson?
I believe so. Yeah, I don't know. Tucson's deep. So we have a DPS office here in Tucson. TPD has it. But for whatever reason, I didn't get into those details. Their labs said our rapid DNA is down, or whatever that meant. I don't know.
Okay.
We just wanted some rapid DNA done, and so we sent it to DPS.
That makes sense. Important investigative tool to at least have on that.
I'm sorry. When I think.
And the rapid DNA is what generates the profile of the suspect. So you would need that.
Of DNA at labs, I'm thinking our lab, FBI lab, those kinds of crime labs. Understand.
That makes sense. I want to ask you a little bit about the press conferences. So I know PCSD has said multiple times you will hold a press briefing if there is a significant development. We've had this surveillance video come out that was huge. We've had somebody detained and released. So what does your department consider a significant development to address the media?
We discuss all of this, and it is a discussion with our team, the FBI, and talk about it. If you go back to those press conferences, you'll recall who's standing next to me.
The FBI.
Both the FBI. They were a part of this. We still are a part of this. Nobody gets to say we're doing this or we're doing that. It is we collectively sit down. The SWAT team used at the home in Rio Rico. Who was that going to be? We talked about it. FBI had that. So ransom notes. Who should handle ransom notes? FBI, you're great at that stuff. Give it to them. But that's the kind of process. I don't think what I've spent time talking to you about was probably 10 times as long as it talked to the FBI about, hey, let's send this to your lab or my lab. That was just crazy. And that's what got me out here. I know you guys want information, and we want you to have the information. That camera, the video that you see, that individual, people say, oh, we had it for days. We held that for less than 2 hours. We got it and said, we need this out there. And so you get it. You have some work to do to put it together because it's pretty fresh. So we sent it out because we know that's vital. It's generated more leads than anything else we can imagine.
I would imagine. I mean,
last question.
It was key evidence there. Okay,
question.
I'm going to ask you one more thing then. Based on where we are now, that man was detained and then released. You said he's not clear, but he definitely is not still in custody. Are we any closer to having charges for the person who abducted Nancy Guthrie? And are we any closer to finding her?
I think we're closer. Yes, absolutely. Every lead counts. That we had, just going back a couple of days, we had 18,000 calls.
We could put up the scanner. I just have to do this. If you guys want to listen to it. I have the Oro Valley Police and Pima County Sheriff right here. It's just, and mine's scanner radio. It's different than Broadcastify, but I think it's all the same. There's 2,000 people in here compared to the other one. So I'm thinking this is it. And then if it doesn't play out, I don't know if I have to pay for something or what. But it was playing a minute ago. I think we just have to give it a second. I swear. Here it is. I thought there was a way to turn this up more. Is it loud? I mean, it's not doing anything right now. I bet you they're keeping it low. I'll mute me. I guess the road is blocked near Nancy's.
1734 East Innovation Park Drive, Unit 343, 12,400 North and 1700 East. Respond on 865. Ladder Pendant 16, Medical Emergency, 5712, East Bellevue Street, 1200 North and 5700 East. Respond on 858.
I guess they're closing the roads near Nancy's. But I don't see anything online about it other than just on X. So I'm still looking. And the only thing coming up is unknown DNA. Oh, that's 21 minutes ago. Oh shit. The HOA ain't gonna be happy about this. They didn't get all roses in front of her house. They put some sunflowers and stuff. The HOA, you know, they be getting you.
Into 193 and Red 194. Testing 21,254 East Freedom Drive. Respond on A6 fast.
I should just get in my car, go park down the street, and say that I'm there. Like that's what jailers do. He's just sitting on the road. What's Dolly up to? This is thank God Dolly has some sense. What? Dolly's driving though too, it looks like. So I'm wondering where is the actual. Oh, he's another creator. He's crazy. I wonder where the SWAT team is. Like, are they in the Catalina foothills? Are they in Tucson? Are they by Nancy's house? Where are they?
333 and Red 333. Traffic accident. West Iowa Road in North Latoya.
Yeah, I was going to say something about that too. I had it pulled up. So I did have this pulled up. It said, we received complaints about media parking, staged vehicles. Sorry. I don't want to interrupt her. Staged vehicles on the narrow roadway are blocking residents. Emergency vehicles, utilities, school buses, and trash trucks. Violations are subject to enforcement. Please position vehicles responsibly and minimize disruption. Don't get your car towed. Yeah, I have it right here too. Yeah. Yeah, the neighbors were complaining about the vehicles. Yeah, Julie, it's like nothing I've ever seen. And I've been in true crime my whole life. I've watched true crime. I mean, my whole life. But I've been on this app for been on this app for 3 years. Almost it'll be 4 years in September. And this is the most I've seen put together. Put them all together. I've never seen anything like it. So that's what we hear, Scotty, but that's why we're listening to the scanner. We're not really getting much from the scanner, though.
Are you able to break the temperature to an iron inventory?
Let me go back over here to the X.
7-4. 7-4. Symptoms of driving cars, times, two sedans, and collision, unknown injuries, unknown airbags. Symptoms, several people out and running into the street. Symptoms needed they at least one vehicle blocked. Looks like the vehicle collision was just west of the Foothills Mall. A black four-door and a silver sedan four-door. I'm not gonna stay inside. Right. I got it.
There's this meme on there, like everyone's like refreshing for the Nancy updates. So it's like that's the truth.
Can you just show me 10-6, like, first and over?
They're not being very loud on here.
How's Nick Turkey? Can you just 10-9 where the question on for the tip?
Well, they must not be very good undercovers if we notice them. Oh yeah, Julia, you can see it in pictures. Yeah, you can see it in pictures. Like they have drone pictures of it. Like you can even on one of my thumbnails, I put it on there. I couldn't believe it. Okay, so they're saying second perimeter. Nobody on X or anybody's like talking about it. That's why I'm like, what the hell? 22 hours ago, JLR crazy woman walks onto Nancy Guthrie's property, goes irate. We have to listen to that. She probably mad at him. I mean, you got all that news in your area. It does suck, you know, but you're not missing. So shut up, lady. Oh, Bundy, that's how, I mean, that could have. That's the only avenue they really had to work, right? But they would have, how would they have known what day and time he bought it? I don't know if Walmart can pull, like, I know they could pull receipts, but I don't know if they can pull like SKUs. No, they wouldn't be able to do that. I don't think. I wish I could understand her better. Recognized him as what? Just recognized him as a person? Because we only have eyeballs to look at. I move the body of him, but his eyebrow. I mean, unless I guess his walk. I wonder if he worked there. Because I mean, he had a Walmart book bag, Walmart jacket, I guess. Maybe he worked at Walmart. And that's how they recognized him. Because they're like, hey, that's, you know, Alfredo from, you know, I just made up that name, Alfredo. You know, from gardening or something, you know. I wish they would say more on this, though. Let's see where Dolly's going. He'd just be driving somewhere. Someone said just go back to the hotel. I think the FBI is messing with y'all. Oh my God. Be careful. You never know if you're being lured by someone. Dolly will be all right.
North Craycross Road, Unit 613, 2200 North and 5500 East. Respond on A5 East.
There was an arrest, I guess. Let's see. Going back to X. Over here. Oh. I'm trying to be on X to see if there's like anything over there. Hold on a second here. When was this from? 2 hours ago. Hmm. I mean, he was saying there was an arrest 2 hours ago. So Dolly's not out there. Yeah, you could have worked in the sporting goods department. Yeah. I don't know anything about it. But I don't go by what JLR says at all. So there's that. Okay. Did I hide that off the screen? No, it's still on the screen. Okay, I think I just hid it from me. Okay. Yeah, they're all just driving around, making money. That's why I'm about to get in the car and pretend like I'm there. And then everybody else is just using their stream like they did in the Daniel Kamikaze case. I didn't do that. I'm surprised that like Brian Enton hasn't said anything.
Engine 379, 6 person, 8926, North National Skyplay, 8900 North and 2700 West. Respond on A6 fast.
Ashley, you hearing anything? There's an arrest 2 hours ago. I watched him pick up a guy in cuffs, but it wasn't related. Okay. So JLR just put that shit out there on Front Street. He still has it out. Okay. Still on his it's still on his X page. That's perfectly cool. I was thinking that guy looks nothing like the guy in that surveillance photo. That's why I was like, this guy? No way, Jose. His name could be Jose, but that's not. No. Plus his pants, his pants alone, you could tell. His pants are down to his freaking ankles. Too funny. That really was. I guess somebody like sketched the guy. They thought it was like, look at this. Let me stop sharing this for a minute and share this. This is the Houston crime sketch artist releases portrait of mass suspect. I guess this is what he thinks he looks like. I think these eyes look different. I don't know. I don't think he looks like that. This guy looks like he's from the 70s. Look at his popped collared shirt. Like, you know what I mean? Like that thick collared shirt that guys used to wear in like the 70s, and the hair. Craziness. Well, let's get back over to the Pima County Sheriff's Department. They said they would keep us updated. I can't really hear the thing that much. Okay. I think I'm deciding on whether to play this. I wanted to play this Fox Nation thing for you guys, but maybe we'll do it tomorrow. Now they do have video of a new guy that they were looking at. I just don't know where I put it. Oh, what's this? Never mind. I think this is the wrong one. I'm trying to look at the local stations to getting stuff ready. Okay, so they have that banner. I know it was on TMZ, but I must have. I thought it was in this article. It's right here. So it says new video surfaced in the search for Nancy Guthrie's kidnappers. A man in Tucson with a goatee who creepily approached a doorbell camera 1 week before Nancy was taken, and TMZ has learned cops are giving it a hard look. Now, take this with a grain of salt because it's coming from TMZ. The cops have it, all that stuff. So, was he got his jacket in his hand? It looks like a small jacket. Looks like he's trying to hide right there. That's all we got from it? Okay, well, that looked like he was just trying to it looked like he was just going backwards. Like he didn't want anyone to see him hidden in there. Yeah, they do look like thin eyebrows. Okay, thanks, Ashley, for helping me. Yeah, I don't know if they're gonna find him tonight or not. I'm about to say I'd get back on if they do. Now, this was earlier today, though. This is at 5:57, so I don't think this is. They did have 2 hours ago with 11,000 people listening to their police scanner, though. And yeah, the one that we were just in that had like, I don't know how many they had. Let me see. Which one's he in? Oro Valley. Yeah. Okay, so now it says it switched to Tucson and Oro, and it says that they both have SWAT bomb squad on the move and Nancy Guthrie right here. It's Tucson police now. Pima County SWAT bomb squad on the move in Nancy Guthrie case.
I believe the cost is right here.
You can hear this better. Hold on. Oh, he stopped talking, but you'll be able to hear it better.
For 778 code 4.
I might need to get a snack. I ain't even lying. Live now, Fox is talking about it. Okay, thank you. I'll look it up. Okay, I got him on YouTube. Shoot.
At least acted professionally if they're not.
Is this
So
it?
do you have to be in a database in order for unidentified DNA to be matched with somebody? Do they have to be in the system somehow, some way?
Yeah, so if they run that DNA and it doesn't come up for a match, that means that that person is not in the system, which would mean that they've never had the occasion to donate DNA by being arrested.
So should I go back a little
Guns were
bit?
found approximately 2 miles from the home. Reports that
Okay, well, we've done saw this. All right, I told you about that. Okay, that's the DNA results. Where I thought this was like okay. This isn't, they're just talking about the DNA results.
That they are not going to tell the public.
Oh yeah, we talked about this earlier.
Alleging that there's smoke coming from the bathroom and there's a woman with a female walking the bathroom and then with
Hold
a
on.
fire.
There's a fire they're talking about. Something about a woman. Okay, I will.
And we're getting additional reports of the same. We do have a call there for suspicious activity. There's a text to 911 saying that they were in the bathroom at the listed store. We had a history with open lines for the previous suspicious activity. No names.
Oh, no names.
Wednesday and 7:40, you wanted me to have fire started and hold off? We'll advise us because of the smoke will be covered. Hey, you doing copy? Go ahead, free.
They're being really quiet on these lines. What do we think? Do we think they got somebody? because I don't know. Because I don't see anything. Wait, hold on. No, never mind. I keep going like back to Brian Enton's page because he looked like he was driving somewhere pretty quick. And he deleted that video too, I think. Maybe they just delete. I don't know. Because he hasn't said anything for 3 hours, and that's not like him. Yeah, I mean, like, you know what I mean? That's just not. I went back and I was listening, and they were just talking about the DNA that was we talked about the DNA that wasn't that they wasn't going to tell us where it was. And then something about like some kids that were doing something with crypto. But nothing about this arrest. I was looking for something with the arrest. They have something in here about the arrest tonight. Like they have something that because all I heard was the DNA.
1-on-1, 2550 North Dodge. 10-20 good for? We're good for. 26.
I just keep going like refreshing everything.
401. 10-7 Peppers. 10-1.
Oh, here's no, this is in Tennessee. Oh, this is a roller coaster. We're caught on fire. Still not seeing anything. Yeah, I think so. But you could stop a vehicle. You don't need a I mean, you need a search warrant for the car, but you don't need it for that location. Or were they at a house and they were pinging the phone? That makes sense. I gotcha. Never mind. I was thinking they were driving. I don't know why. I don't know, TM. I have no idea. He's something else, isn't he? So, Brian Enton, where are you when we need you? Oh, sorry. Sorry. She was having a barking contest with the dog downstairs. Mia, the dog's not gonna get you. You're bigger than that dog. I'm trying to see if there's anything. Oh, yeah.
Paul Henry Adams, 77 William, out of Arizona.
Hey, sorry about that. The dog didn't even bark. The dog went back inside. Okay, I don't think they're going to say anything on here. I'm going to, yeah, I'm going to keep an eye out and see if anything happens. Mia, stop that. I'm going to get my dog in check. Jeez Louise. When I say her name and I just look at her, she just stops. She stops. But then when I don't look at her anymore, she does that. You are such a brat, Mia. Look at you with your leg hanging off the back. You're a mess. Yeah, you. And your sister took the pillow. The other dog's got the pillow. You can't even see the pillow, but she's got the pillow off the chair. It's crazy. I think he just has JLR on. Was that? Oh, that must have been my hand or something. I don't know. Because I think Ekamil was like streaming JLR. Yeah, he is. That's who he's been streaming. So. And if you go here, duplicate this. Yeah, you can hear JLR in the background. Yeah. Yeah, he's just streaming JLR. Yeah. I don't stream snipe. I don't play other people's I don't play JLR streams anyway, but I just don't feel comfortable when someone's live streaming them. It's just that's like one of the cardinal rules of like being a creator is you don't do that. Even if, like, I don't know. I guess he says it's okay. He's usually pretty cool about that kind of stuff. He don't care. But I do. I do. So, because I don't want him saying some misinformation and then it coming onto my channel. I don't care if I can get 10,000 people in here or not. That isn't. I'm fine. Last night on my vertical live, we did 35,000 views on that vertical live last night. And y'all tell me you don't like the vertical live. We doing the vertical live all the time. I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. When I got off of here, I went and looked and I was like, holy camoli. That's a lot of views on one video. But yeah, she is hilarious. She really is. She's a wine riner and they have a mind of their own. They don't care. They give no F's. She's down there chewing on her foot right now. She doesn't care. These are really good dogs. If you're an older person that can handle a huge dog, these are the best dogs. They don't leave your side. They act like kids. I mean, she really does act like the little sister to her. They know that she knows she's the older sister. She knows she's the younger sister. Araya, my dog, that's the brown dog, she could be aggressive, but with Mia, she's so submissive. It's so weird because Mia's scared of everything. In a bunny suit. Oh, I did not see that. They got out to put out flowers. I did see some really pretty yellow roses though at Target. My daughter's not an adult. I'll leave it at that. Tell her she can do adult things like give her rent, give her a rent bill tomorrow. Slide it under her door, and then have the first of the month playing the song. That's what you need to do, and just pretend like it's the first of the month. Say bills are due. Grown adult. Wait till she forgets about it. Like wait till she forgets about her saying she's grown or whatever she's doing right now. Wait till she forgets all about it. And then tomorrow, that's when you sneak attack her. That's what my parents would do to me. My parents used to, my dad, if he could get a trick in, I was telling you guys this earlier, if he could get a trick in, he would. Thanks, Claudia. I appreciate that. Oh no. Oh. She's a woman. Oh, I'm sorry. Hope you're okay, Casey. I feel like I'm gonna cry for you. Because that has to be hard, like, like as a mom, like to go through that. Like, I feel like I'm tearing up for you. I feel like I'm tearing up maybe because I'm thinking of my own mom too. Like that was probably hard on my mom. Oh, she's a woman. She's a lady. She's a lady. Well, Brian Enton, our news daddy, hasn't said anything yet, and I don't know what's going on with that. So I'm gonna keep my eye out on that. I'll go over to JLR's here every once in a while and look and see if he's doing what he's doing. I guess 857 Tucson stayed on scene. There's nothing really going on scene. I don't get people. Okay. Okay, so it just says SWAT stages, but that was 2 hours ago. She doesn't like hearing stuff. I was seeing if there's anything on the apps before we get off. If you hear anything, it's just me. Actually, I don't know what it is. I think it's like wind or something out there she can hear. She'll bark at anything. So okay. People trending. Brian Enton. Yeah. Why are you trending for Brian Enton? Probably because you're like, are you okay? He's gone. Brian Enton, he's been quiet since we last heard he was going where SWAT was. Yeah. So once I go to Brian Enton's YouTube, I did. There's nothing there. We were just there. I'm going to go back. No. Nothing. I hate when people tell you to go do that. Go here, and then you go there, and it's nothing. And I'm like, thanks, Casey. You literally cried. Oh, I remember. I'll tell you a story, but we all know what we're talking about. But mine was at a pool party. Wrong timing. My mom tried to come in. We were both laughing and crying at the same time. I ended up going home. I was so sad too. Because I just would. I didn't even want to like be there. You know what I mean? Like after that, I was like, what's going on with me? So I went home and I remember a friend of mine, his name was Shane, and he brought me flowers. That's the cutest thing ever. Thinking about that now. So thanks, Shane. Such bad timing. So yeah, it was. And my mom didn't, wear tampons, so she couldn't really tell me. She could, but she couldn't, It was like one of those things. So it was pretty it was bad timing. I'm sorry your angel is a woman now. She's a woman. I know. I wonder like what happens to get it to be hyped. Like for you to get the hype button. I'm gonna have to look into that. There's so much. Your family threw you a party and your papa bought you flowers. Wanted to die. My mom was just like, I remember her saying, just like stand like this, and just and I was like, no. And it was like, I forget, it was in like the winter time too. It was weird. It was like a winter party. Like it was an indoor pool at a hotel. I was so mad. I mean, yeah. Like, yay. Yay. That's not fun. I wouldn't want to party for that. Give me a new outfit or something, but give me a new comfy outfit. Now that I would take some soft socks, maybe a heating pad. You could make her a little basket though. That would be cute. Now that would be cute. You could get like heating pad, Tylenol, magazines, snacks. Just think of all the things that you would have liked, when you were her age. Oh, that's why. Okay. Well, I'll keep my eye out for him. We've been on here for 2 hours. I'm gonna go eat. I can't eat anymore. Damn, I can't eat anymore. I said I'm not gonna eat after 7, but I'm hungry. I'm just trying to get on a diet, but I don't like diets. Yeah, he doesn't want to hurt their mission. He's doing good. Okay. Well, as soon as we find out, I'll come back on. Oh, that's such a cute little thing to have. She was in class with the white skirt. Oh my God. Oh, that's so sad. We had a kid in school, this guy. I don't know if his name was Zachary. I remember him. I'll always remember him because of this. I mean, and this is sad, but this is what we remember him for. But it was like our first day of high school. And this kid, he had an accident. He shit himself. And I don't know if it was his nerves, you know what I mean? Like little nerves because you're in 9th grade. I didn't make fun of him. I didn't. But I know a lot of kids did. And I felt bad for him. I don't make fun of people for things that I don't know. Even when I was young, I didn't. But like I just remember, I don't think nobody said anything in the class because nobody was that mean. Like we didn't have that like level of meanness at my school as like other schools. You know what I mean? Like, because most kids would be like, dude, you shit yourself. Like, or like, but my school was different. Like everyone just kept their mouth like shut. I don't know how we went through the whole period with I don't know, maybe the teacher took them out halfway through and said something. I do remember sitting there and smelling like the most horrid smell and just being like, don't make eye contact with him. You know what I mean? Like we knew who it was, but we didn't, but everybody was kind of nice and like no one wanted to say anything to him like at the same time because we knew he knew. Like, I mean, hello, you obviously you're going to know, that's something you're going to know. He never lived that down, but it wasn't, I don't want to say like this sounds mean. At the same time, like he was one of those kids that didn't want to be seen. And he kind of put himself there too. Like, you know what I mean? Like by that happening. Yeah, I always said hi to him though. Oh, is he on News Nation right now? Oh man. Well, I wonder if I'll get it on YouTube. It takes a while for them to put it on YouTube. What's this? That's an hour. Okay, let's go to News Nation. Is it on the TV? One man, one woman. I don't see anything on their page. Like News Nation, it must be on the TV. You must be watching it live. Brian Enton is an anchor with News Nation. We call him News Daddy. Since you're a member, he should be in the chat for you to be able to. If you go over, you can do like your emojis. I gotta get you guys some more. Let me see. Where is he at? 'Cause I didn't take him out, I think. Did I? Oh, I took him out. I did. I took out him and Ashley Banfield just because they're like on YouTube now. But I kept Nancy Grace, of course, and I kept Joseph Scott Morgan for Ashley. I told Vincent, don't you dare touch Joseph Scott Morgan. Because he's like, who's this guy? I was like, oh, that's Ashley's man. Yeah, it's not letting it, like, they're not putting it out there yet, which really sucks. Like, it'll probably come out in like a few minutes or something. Okay, what's this? This is an hour ago. Okay. Okay, don't know who this guy is. His name's Kev Pasobeek. I don't know. I'm saying that wrong. Let me just put him up here for you. We're going to listen to this, and I'm going to run and grab a drink really quick.
Right, y'all. Kevin Pasobeek. Right, y'all. Kevin Pasobeek reporting for Real America's Voice. It is Friday the 13th, and I am in Marana, Arizona, pursuing possible suspect in the Nancy Guthrie case. So as of now, we have reports that a search warrant is being obtained, waiting on a judge's signature here. I did get recording of a bomb squad truck leaving the Pima County Sheriff's Department earlier, and may be related, may not be, but we're also getting reports that, new DNA has been found, new evidence has been found regarding her case, and that, allegedly this SWAT vehicle has been deployed in conjunction with that. Now, if it's bomb squad, SWAT, I don't know. There could be something else going on. It's Friday the 13th at the end of the day, right? It's a weekend. But we have confidence that this could be it. We're hoping that tonight's the night, that someone is apprehended and that at least detained and questioned. We've only had one so far in the past 2 weeks here. So, yeah, with that, we sped out here, and there's lots of media gathered around as well. So we're waiting to see what happens here. I will keep you posted. Oh, and also reports that a suspect's phone has been pinged and that their location is known. And other than that, we're just kind of waiting around. We're searching on scanners. We're searching on Twitter. We're searching everywhere for you guys.
Who has the video?
And
who has the video that's out? Yeah, tell me where the video is. Okay, I'm going to look on X one more time, and then I'll jump back on whenever I do see something. I don't see. Brian Enton says there's an active situation happening right now involving the Pima County SWAT team connected to the Nancy Guthrie investigation. I'm here, but not revealing location to not interfere with investigation. So okay, I'm gonna. Oh, I thought I might have my camera on. That's the only thing that I could find. But nothing's on News Nation yet. That might not be for like a few, an hour, half hour or so. So what I'm going to do here is shut down this stream. No. I can't turn it on to JLR. But I was going to shut down this stream and then start a new one. That way people will know that it's two different streams since we've been on this one for over 2 hours. And then I can try to, look up what's going on because I don't even know is it on his, maybe? It's not on his and it's not on News Nation's yet. So there's nothing that I can show you. But yeah. I'm trying to think of, where I could turn it to, but Friday the 13th. Okay, it's very crazy. A few miles from Nancy's. I said probably within the area. Ickamil is looking at JLR. Yeah, but he's not talking on News Nation. It's not on News Nation. It's not on Twitter. He doesn't have it on his Twitter. He doesn't have it on. He only has this thing on his Twitter. But yeah, I'm not like. Sheriff says DNA. This was 3 hours ago. So never mind DNA. That we talked about the DNA. Yeah, and then 13 minutes ago, just what I read you. That's all he has. Where'd you send it? To my email or? Where's it at, Sheba? It's not on News Nation. It's not on News Nation's YouTube page. It's not on Brian Enton's YouTube page. And it's not on Brian Enton's X page. He's talking on a pre-recorded. Like they're going to probably put that. They're putting that on the air right now, probably. That's probably on TV, television. Yeah, I just asked her where. I have an Instagram. I have a TikTok. I have an email. I forget where she talks to me through. See, I don't have News Nation on TV. I asked you where, Kathy. Like, where did you send it to? Like, Tracy sends me things through Instagram. Ashley sends me things through my text messages. I have people that send me, like, things. I just can't remember where you send them to. Emailed it. Okay. Because usually it's email, but sometimes it's it. I've been having a lot of people contact me through other things. So, I get on mine. No, why does that? Okay, this is like somebody else. I don't know who this is. Who's this lady? She just has a video of it or something. What did you send me? You sent me a video of. I know. I'm looking at it. It has nothing to do with the arrest. This has just this lady analyzing the intruder's photo. Like it's a lady that's just, it says, was there one intruder or two? Nancy Guthrie analyzing intruder photos. This isn't the arrest. I thought you were saying, I'm so confused. Okay, we're going to do this together, okay? Let's see. Brian Enton, 16 minutes ago. He hasn't posted anything since 16 minutes ago. Then we've got, let's go to News Nation, see if they posted anything since we were last over there. Maybe they finally got it up. Nope. So this is their lives. These are their shorts. This guy here. And then their videos. And it's Chris Cuomo and Katie Pavlovich debate Don Lemon's arraignment an hour ago. Then you got some hints at international chase for a suspect. This is a tipster, hints at international chase. I don't think that's probably it. Because that was an hour ago. Icamil is streaming JLR. Let's try this one more time. Why does it keep doing that? I don't have anything. There's nothing in my email. I just got the one. Yeah. Let me see. Vincent's home. It keeps popping me off the wrong email for some reason. Yeah, I don't have anything in my email. Oh, that's okay. It's just, I was like, who is this lady? I'm not putting it on Icamil or JLR. I don't know how many times I say that. Maybe I should put a banner. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump off here. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on because we've been on for 2 hours and 20 minutes. And for the last hour and a half, we've been literally not figuring out what's been going on. So, yeah, we'll just have to figure it out. I don't know. I don't do JLR. There's a huge history. Not with me, not me and him. I'm just saying, like, I don't prefer to stream snipe somebody. I don't like streaming someone when they're live. I think that's wrong. I also don't like the way he does things. So, it's just a thing. He could literally say something on his channel, and if I'm streaming him, it's going to come onto my channel, and it could take my channel down. I just don't trust it. So, and then I'd rather have another stream to where it's like, okay, this is the stream where they're getting arrested, because this stream, nobody's in here really. You know what I mean? Like, nobody's, So I'm going to shut this one down. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on, and then I'll be back on. It'll either be tonight or whenever, Hopefully it's tonight, because I want to see them arrest them. But I want to close out some of these tabs and figure out what's going on and figure out where they're at. I know that this Tucson 857's been out there, but it's still daylight there. So this must be an old video that they're just like looping or something. Oh, this started streaming on February 12th. Oh, that was yesterday. So yeah, never mind. What's this? Never mind. Just just about the ransom letter, that we already know about. So, okay, I'm going to try to figure it out, and then I'll be back on. I'm going to see what Vincent's doing, and I will be back. I'm going to try to figure out what's going on. And Ashley has my number. I know she will text me because she's good at that. Let me go back over, just make sure, nobody's put anything up yet. Because usually News Nation, if they have something on their TV, like something, that's on the TV, it takes them like 30 minutes, 40 minutes to put it on their live tab. And that's what it looks like it's doing. So I just went back over there to look. So, okay. Oh, okay. He's in the vehicle with JLR. Okay. Yeah, I was like, it's bright there. It's daylight on his stream. So, okay. All right. I'm going to try to figure this out, and then I will be back on. Everybody have a good evening if I don't see you, but I probably will see you here soon. I'm just going to go and just going to stretch my legs for a second and then put up a thumbnail, and then we'll be back on to figure out what's going on with Nancy. And because I want to see her, I want to see her come home. So, yeah. I will. Okay. All right. I'll see you guys here soon. I'll set up the live here in just a few minutes. So you'll see it. It should pop up for you guys. All right. Bye, guys.
Just like the street lights lit this town, like a fire in a blaze, gotta burn it down. Can't be afraid to leave this out. We got this far, don't know how. I see danger in your eyes. They know we'll burn down the night. Coming just like the sunrise. You know that we're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it rain tonight. We're gonna let it just like the sunrise. We're gonna let it rain. Just like a spark that's breaking out. Can't make a stop, can't turn